Controls. So we have a standalone controls option with building management system integration. And a couple things here. One is our controller is just a skeleton that we get from Corel. So based on all the different applications that we talked about, this controller can be configured based on how it's ordered for that application. It's factory programmed. And then if you have a building management system, the submittal comes with a dynamic points list. So based on selections, what points would you have the ability to read? What points would you have the ability to communicate to? And then we also have an integration guide that's on the bottom right that really takes it and goes more in depth of how do you use that point? What are the minimum and the maximums? What is it default to, so that you can easily configure that in the field as well. And then lastly, we have a standard web user interface. So anytime that you get a microprocessor, basically you will have the ability to take an Ethernet cable, run it down to the building network, and connect to this web user interface. When you're connected to this web user interface, you just punch in an IP address when you're on that building network, and you can see how this unit operates. You can see up in the upper left there, you can see I have a settings tab, shows me kind of the main settings of that controller. Alarms tab gives me the ability to look at all of my alarms historically. I can see some trend data. And then the unit display here actually gives me the ability to act as if I had a remote mounted display for that controller. So it's a direct mimic of that microprocessor screen. All controllers come with a built-in LCD display, but some main benefits are you get that remote mounted display. And then control options, won't cover this too in depth here, but you can see obviously supply fan, partial recirc dampers, and exhaust fan. A lot of different options. If something changes in the field of benefit with our controller, it's very easy to switch from one of these to another without a big program update. You just get into this menu for dampers, change it from space pressure to constant position, and that's how it's going to be operating. So very easy to make on-the-fly adjustments as well.